welcome into the Blitz. Thanks for spending some time with us this morning. I'm Thomas Cook.
And I'm Remy Monahan. The first full slate of Friday night high school games is in the books here in West Michigan.
And our game of the week was a good one. South Christian traveling to East Grand Rapids. It was a great night of football at Memorial Field, overlooking Reed's Lake, one of the best atmospheres in all of Michigan. East Grand Rapids takes the opening kick and marches right down the field. Tyler Blake spinning in from 3 yards out. Pioneers up 7-0. East defense forces a South Christian punt. Josh McCoon dives in from a yard out. It's 14-0 just like that. Second quarter, Carson Viss. Chuck DeHaan hauls in the grab. 8-yard TD for him. It's 14-7. East answers. Senior quarterback Carson Thornton dropping a dime. Isaac Mulder hauling in a 21-yard touchdown grab. ERG back up 2 scores. Crusaders punch it in right before half. Carson Viss somehow finds Owen Burgess for the score. It's 20-14. East at the break. South taking advantage of an EGR turnover. Viss flushed. Chuck DeHaan alone in the end zone as Viss rolls back to his right. 10 yards for the TD score. SC takes their first lead at 21-20. Viss calling his own number, capping off an 11-play, 77-yard drive for the 15-yard scamper, and then finishing it off with a 31-yard TD pass to Tyler Brinks over the middle. He finished with 5 touchdowns. South Christian takes it 42-28. The senior quarterback was great. 333 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns, add another 42 on the ground, and a TD. Brett Bakita joins us now, and he had the game on 96-1 last night. And Brett, Carson Viss was a man on a mission.
East Grand Rapids is a good defensive team, Thomas. You saw it tonight. Very athletic. They were a year ago. But how do you defend something that Carson Viss just does on his own? You don't know what to do. You can try and corral him, but as you saw, he's dangerous. And when you come up and try to take away the run, he'll throw over the top. 4 touchdown passes last week at a rushing touchdown. 4 more tonight, over 330 yards passing. And so I did the math. 10 touchdowns, 750 yards plus in his first 2 games, and they're 2-0.
And Brett, the big turning point in this game was those 2 crucial EGR turnovers that led to points for the Crusaders.
Yeah, because they couldn't have gotten off to a better start. I mean, 14-0 after the first quarter. This is a team that struggled in big games last year offensively. I think you saw the progression and the added muscle and strength and leadership of Carson Thornton. He's the guy now. He's the #1 quarterback. They're not changing quarterbacks. So, like I said, this is one of those games where it's great if you win, catapults you into division play in the OK Conference. If you lose it, it's all right because East Grand Rapids is going to grow from this.
Here's head coach Danny Brown after the Crusaders win. It's 14-0 before you blink, and then Carson takes over from there, and it's just magnificent. What did you like about the team's resilience tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we keep doing this slow start thing. I don't know how many more years of my life I got if that keeps happening, but they just keep battling. I went after them pretty hard at halftime, just about stepping up and believing in themselves, and they did it. And that's a heck of a football team. They're explosive, they're physical, they're creative on defense. So, we had to find a way, and we did, and I'm just proud of the guys.
Take me through what you're seeing in the pocket on a couple of those touchdowns where you rolling one way, coming back the other, and you got a guy wide open.
Yeah, I mean, their secondary was really good. We had one down here in the red zone you saw, and they covered it really good. That was a play we thought was going to work all week, and my O-line held up, and my receivers to get open, and I couldn't ask for better teammates.
So a great game there last night, and Remy has another special thing that happened last night.
7 months ago, Comstock Park native and Marine helicopter pilot Miguel Nava was killed during a flight training incident. Friday night, his alma mater honored Nava and his family during the Panthers' annual Patriot Game as a thank you to the deepest sacrifice that he gave for our country. His wife, son, parents, and brother were honorary captains for the game, and in between the first and second quarters, U.S. Representative Hillary Skolton presented Miguel's family with a flag that had previously been flown at the U.S. Capitol building in D.C. Comstock Park hosting Holland Christian for this matchup. The Maroons would get rolling early. They were up 3-0 here and then earning their first touchdown thanks to a long rush from Isaiah Mayer and making it 10-0 Holland Christian. Middle of the second now, Panthers punting the ball. It's blocked by the Maroons, picked up by Gabriel Confara. He runs it back to the house for another HC score. Maroons win this one 37-8 over Comstock Park. And Wayland and Sparta going head-to-head as former OK Conference foes. Second quarter here, Wayland gets on the board. Carson Rennerk keeps it and takes it in for the Wildcats score. Sparta would end up marching down the field on the ensuing drive. A big reception here from Jaden Cochran to put the Spartans in scoring position. But the drive would stall thanks to a sack here coming up from Rex Emery. They would end up winning, or I'm sorry, Wayland were earning a close 21-13 win over Sparta. St. Thomas More making the 5-hour road trip from Canada to play Catholic Central in week 2. Tied here in the third, Dale Gaunt pulls down a huge interception right at the 40-yard line to put the Cougs back on offense. They would waste no time. Kamal Hilliard takes the handoff from freshman quarterback Odin Spencer, picks up about 30 yards there on that run. And moments later to cap off that drive, Hilliard again, this time crossing the goal line to go up 14-7. Cougs win it 34-7.
A good non-conference game. Coopersville traveling or hosting West Catholic. Coopersville trailed throughout this one, but they did have some big scores. This touchdown pass. Bo Harris finding Brooks Hayden all alone in the back of the end zone, hauling in the score there. West Catholic, though, dominated with scores like this. Running the ball, they do it so well. David Brittenfield making the score 56-28. And then one more score. Grady Augustin to Colin Abram. Final score of the game. West Catholic wins it 63-28. Brett, West Catholic with a dominant win over Coopersville tonight or last night.
Yeah, and they made that long trip to Cincinnati, lost to a good Elder team, which, wasn't unexpected, but you wonder all that way back, thinking about that. They're not used to losing too often. And I thought this was going to be another classic because the last 2 games at Coopersville have been by 4 and by 3.
Such close games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But 63 points, and you just wonder a little bit about the Coopersville defense there.
Yeah. We got to take our first break here, but when we come back, it was one of the most anticipated games of the season. Muskegon and Rockford. That's next on the Blitz.
One of the biggest West Michigan matchups that we're going to see really all season. Muskegon on the road to take on Rockford. Last year, the Rams won this outing 27-7, and they were looking to beat their Big Reds once again. Here we go. Muskegon and Rockford going head-to-head. The Rams would be up 14-7 at the half, third quarter. Brayden Daniels finds Austin Anderson for a 13-yard score, extending Rockford's lead 21-7. They would strike again, same quarter. This time it's Jax Eichbauer with a touchdown for Rockford. An 8-yard score puts them up 28-7, but this game was far from over. Muskegon not going down without a fight. Fourth quarter, under 2 minutes to go. Arquez Petty finds the open space, takes it 52 yards to the house. Muskegon cuts the lead 28-13. An onside kick gets the Big Reds the ball back. 46 seconds left in the game. Quarterback James Young scrambles and finds Petty once again for another Big Red score. And now we have a 1-score ball game. It would be one last onside kick attempt. Unfortunately, it just did not go Muskegon's way. Rockford holds on to the 28-21 win over Muskegon.
Well, come out and execute the assignments. There were some very good adjustments by our coaches, and just come out. This is a good team, and we knew they were going to keep fighting. They were going to keep battling, and that's what you get with a well-coached team. So it was about playing a complete game, and we did that. And then at the end, we got they made things interesting, and happy the way we came out on top.
We were just listening to coaches, doing our assignments, and that's all we really needed to do. We just trusted each other, and we believed we could come out here and smack them in the face in the second half and get the job done. That's what we did.
An unbelievable game there for the Rams, a huge win, especially in week 2. What was kind of the takeaway for you for that one?
Rockford having to finish because I think they got up, and then a couple late scores from Muskegon. So Brent Cummins, I think, liked that, and the fact that, hey, you have to, pay attention to details, finish the game out, because they were sky high after that win over Cass Tech. And then for Muskegon, I think some growth. We talked about, it's not going to be magic in week 1 with James Young coming over as a new quarterback. You saw him make some plays. They didn't quit. I think both teams can build off of this, and Rockford's got Granville in the OK Red opener next week.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough matchup. And Muskegon, I don't think that this means that they're down on their luck. They're the reigning state champs, and I think they're going to be just fine for the rest of the season.
I look at it in Mona Shore's victory over River Rouge tonight. They're 2-0. BC is in that division now, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you look at it, don't you think Muskegon probably still the team to beat?
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you 100%. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate it. Now we're heading out to the Lakeshore. Zeeland West on the road to take on West Ottawa Friday night. First quarter, Ducks up 8-0. Keaton Hendricks going, gone. 68 yards to the house. And we would see a lot more from the Ducks run game in this one. Now second quarter, West Ottawa, Caden Forbes with a tough 1-yard drive there. That would put the Panthers on the board. Second quarter, Keaton Hendricks once again. This time it's 77 yards all the way to the end zone. Ducks win this one 42-22.
Mona Shore's taking a trip east to face River Rouge, kicking things off early. Jonathan Pittman hands off to Tomarian Stewart, who finds the gap, runs in the first score of the game. Move ahead to the second half. Pittman airing it out. Dominic Piggy hauls in a Sailors touchdown and cap things off. Pittman hands off to Bishop Davis, takes it to far side on the reverse. Sailors go across the state and knock down River Rouge 21-6.
And Granville with the cutest mascot in West Michigan, if I do say so myself, hosting Davison on Friday night. They're down by 14 going into the second half against the Cardinals, and it didn't take long to get on the board. Jaden Terry, the tank, that's what they call him, punching it in from the 1-yard line there. Terry chipping away at that lead even further. A couple minutes after that, almost tripping here, somehow able to stay on his feet for his second touchdown of the evening. Cardinals looking to hold on to the lead. A.J. Hill lowering his head, able to run right up the middle for one final Davison touchdown. A heartbreaker loss for Granville, 41-37 the final.
Hudsonville hosting East Lansing at Eagles Stadium. Points were at a premium tonight. The Eagles D getting to the EL quarterback, then fumble. Eagles pick it up. Would secure their first touchdown later in the drive. We move to the second quarter. Hudsonville's Griffin Baker to Carson Dykstra. Gets the first down on the drive, but Eagles hold on to win it 14-12.
The Jenison Wildcats welcoming in Forest Hills Northern for week 2. Out of halftime, the Huskies leading by 21 points. That's until Jenison quarterback Eli Zelksman. Season opening from the 6-yard line, securing their first score of the evening. FHN, though, bringing the defense. They deny Ethan Moores from running the ball into the end zone. Here, a tough defensive play. Huskies would now also bring down Charlie Norton here at the 6-yard line, trying to keep Jenison from getting in the end zone. Once again, the Huskies win this one 28-6 over Jenison.
Caledonia traveling to Muskegon to take on Reese Puffer. We'll get right to the second half. Less than a minute left in the third quarter. Brody Betzer finds Parker Little. What a grab there. It's 18-7 Scots. Reese Puffer trying to answer back. Mason Drake to Connor McManus. Rockets would stall there out there, though. Less than 5 minutes to go. Betzer seal the game for the Scots. Another big throw. Aaron Collins hauls it in. Caledonia's big second half gives them a 35-7 win. But you mentioned Mona Shores, 2-0 now. You go to Grand Blanc and River Rouge. Hard schedule to start, and they're going to be a force in the OK Conference.
How about some of the quarterbacks we saw in those highlights too? Jonathan Pittman, very experienced. He started on the varsity since he was a sophomore. He's now a senior. And Brody Betzer is worth every dollar for Caledonia, and they're going to throw it all over the lot. Their strength of their team is wide receivers. I talked to Coach about it, and he said, you know what, we're going to ride Brody Betzer, and you saw there with the highlights, they're not afraid to throw it deep at all.
And one other note, Granville, now 0-2, but Davison is a tough D1 team. To play with them shows they might have a chance next week with a big-time game against Rockford.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Granville. I know you say, well, they give up 50 points, but it was Pickerton North, and it's a powerhouse in Ohio, and they were in that game. Their defense was good enough in this game. Davison's come in and beat Rockford in playoff games. So I think they're right where, I mean, they'd love to be 2-0, but right where they want to be defensively to keep them in games to have a chance. And when you have Terry, just like when you have Carson Viss for South Kristen, you've got a chance.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take one more quick break, but when we come back, we will take a look at Hart and Ravenna on the other side of the break. Welcome back to the Blitz. Hart had its best season ever in 2023, winning the school's first playoff game. Last night, the Pirates started conference play with a trip to Ravenna. Bulldog Stadium is not an easy place to play. First quarter, Ravenna in the red zone. Jackson Wilburn punches it in. 2-point conversion is also good, and that made it 8-0 early on. Hart responds later in the quarter. Halen Boss going deep, finds Caden Bond over the middle. He goes the distance for the score. Looking to break away from everybody, but the Pirates' 2-point conversion not good, so they're down 2. Ravenna ends up taking it 29-6 to final.
Grand Haven hosting the Titans from Traverse City West. Starting here in the third quarter, TC West's Owen Hendricks with a QB keep would jump over the pylon there for the score. Titans up 21-20. Later in the third, Grand Haven's Adam Vandervelde and Wyatt Sinarek make a big stop there in the backfield, but unfortunately, the TC run game just too strong. They would score one more time before the end of that game. Grand Haven falls to the Titans 35-20.
A veteran Byron Center team taking on a new look East Kentwood squad. Isaac Lee had a big night. Lee with already 1 touchdown, looking to add to the Bulldogs' lead in number 3, taking the punt return and making everyone look silly. Blockers out in front and nothing but green grass. 1 cut there, missed tackle down the sideline, in for the score. The Falcons trying to answer. A late give. Elijah Jones running up the middle for a first down. That momentum not lasting long. And Byron Center with the pick. Look at that grab. And that's Isaac Lee once again. Byron Center wins it 43-20. Nikita, this Byron Center team is really, really good, loaded with a bunch of seniors.
Yeah, so many playmakers coming back from a year ago. They made it to the regional finals, and don't forget, big points for them because that's a Division I opponent out of the OK Red.
Yeah, definitely. Orchard View going up against Whitehall at home. A big showdown between these two after Whitehall lost last week to Unity. OV quarterback Peyton Babbitt would find the receiver Daniel Cooper. Here a long bomb putting the Cardinals up 7-6. But Whitehall answering right back. Less than 5 minutes to go now in the first. Quarterback Camden Thompson, a nice spin move here with the easy run touchdown, giving them a 12-7 lead. Thompson once again making plays happen, avoiding the defense here. Finds Abram Stout in the corner of the end zone, putting the Vikings up 19-7 before the end of the first quarter. They would keep that momentum all the way through the end of the fourth quarter. Final score 54-7.
Centerville traveling to Schoolcraft to take on the Eagles. It was a scoreless first half. So far, 4th down and 3. The Bulldogs go for it. DeAndre Stout scores from 36 yards out, breaking away from the defenders and crossing the goal line. Same score later in the first, 6-0 still. Evan Feller takes the handoff and Schoolcraft gets on the board. Extra point good, so they go up 7-6. Later, Bulldogs again. Cooper Howard making a defensive play and stepping in front of it with the pick. Schoolcraft wins it 28-6. Coming up after the break, we bring up our Blitz bosses and plays of the week. That's next on the Blitz. Welcome back to the Blitz. Time for plays of the week. Play 1, Zeeland West. Keaton Hendricks makes a cut. Nothing but green grass in front of them. 77 yards for the touchdown. Zeeland West also gets the win.
Play number 2 is Catholic Central's Dale Gant with a big interception against St. Thomas More. The Cougs with a 34-7 win against the team from Canada.
And our final play from last night, Caledonia's Brody Betzer, the long pass to Parker Little. Look at that grab. Cal also won 35-7. Which play do you like the best? Voting is open right now. Head to our website, fox17online.com. Let's take a look at how our top 10 teams did. Rockford gets a big win over Muskegon. Zeeland West stays perfect. Muskegon and Granville tied at 3. Both fall to 0-2. And Grand Rapids Catholic Central, 2 out-of-state teams, 2-0.
Bottom half of the top 10, Mona Shores with a win at River Rouge. They're 2-0. Byron Center and Cal 7-8, still undefeated this season, along with South at number 9 and Coop rounding out the top 10, moving to 1-1 on Friday.
It's time for our Blitz Boss. Brett, you're up first.
All right, guys, I didn't see this one coming. I got to be honest, but West Catholic puts up 63 tonight in the victory. David Brittenfeld, senior running back, 32 carries, 185 yards, and 3 touchdowns in the win for the Falcons.
My Blitz Boss was pretty obvious, to be honest with you. Isaac Lee from Byron Center, punt return for a touchdown, 1 interception, 3 catches for 114 yards. He was all over the field tonight. This guy is a baller and an easy pick for me for Blitz Boss.
Remy, your pick was easy, so was mine. 5 touchdowns for Carson Vista, senior quarterback. Did it all. Western basketball commit, but he is a star on the football field as well. Over 300 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns. Added 1 on the ground. In South Christian, he really propelled them in the second half. He is my Blitz Boss. Voting is open on our website, fox17online.com, for that as well. Those results will be out on Tuesday. Guys, closing week 2 thoughts.
Overall, I think we've got some really, really talented teams in West Michigan. Excited to see what they do the rest of the year.
So you have 2-0 teams, 0-2 teams, and all we do is start conference and division play next week.
Yeah.
Rockford, Granville will be a great one next week. Thanks so much for spending some time with us this morning. Enjoy the rest of your day.